few minutes you're going to hear from him.
Greetings, Sirius Mindz family.
May we come in? Why, sure. Come right in. Make yourself at home.
On Sirius Mindz Radio. Sirius Mindz. Attract Sirius Mindz. Seriously.
Latest word also from National Press Services in Washington, D.C.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Check. You put in the
show that addresses the complex issues today affecting the human family from the solution think approach that tackles confusing and complex issues through the hip-hop lens, hosted by none other than Professor Griff, the co-founding member of the legendary hip-hop group Public Enemy.
Yes, check 1 2 1 2, check 1 2 1 2, 1 second, family. I'm determined to get this right. All right, check 1 2 1 2. Greetings, family. I hope y'all can hear me. All right, salute Mike 202. What's good with you? Mr. Derek Bailey, what's happening with you? All right, Mr. Derek Bailey. All right, Quan, what's good? Johnny Taylor, what's going on, man? All right, shout out to the Sirius Mindz family, of course, on IG and right here where we supposed to be, right here on YouTube and on Facebook, all at the same time. That big black hand that y'all seen come in the picture just now, that was Shane Shakur. So I don't want y'all to think people, Ray Charles TV wanted back here feeling around for shit. That's good, Quan. What's happening? Johnny Taylor, what's good with you? Give thanks, good, bro. We got Shane Shakur in the building. How many people have seen the video? I know I asked that last night, but how many people have seen the video? Now the end begins. The new video, Professor Griff and Soleil. All right, we're gonna give Mr. Shane Shakur a round of applause, a standing ovation for the beautiful job that he did on the editing. All right. Can y'all give him a round of applause? Hassan Burton, give it up, bro. Quan, give it up. Burning, give it up. Jay Steves, give it up. All right. Step you were doing in the Fight the Power video. What is that called? You're tearing that up. Dang. Okay. Captain, Mark Captain 87. Johnny Taylor gave you a whole bunch of Hassan Burton, Nicole, Quan, Jay. Everybody gave you a round of applause. Can Shane step in the picture so he can give a thank you, Shane Shakur. Really appreciate that, man, for doing the damn thing. I think it was a collaboration on both of our parts. Yep. We made it happen. We're gonna do the damn thing on the next one also. All right. Oh, the next one's gonna be five. Oh man. Somebody said, "Is that his real name, Shakur?" Yeah. We'll act like it's his real name for now. In the meantime, between time, thanks everybody for coming on. As I promised last night, tonight we're going to do the American culture. All right, but we have to warn everyone. For those that are easily offended, you might want to kind of stay away. But I want to invite everyone that got the stomach for it to come on. Let's talk. I'm not going to give it from my perspective, which I think is unfair for me to do. All right. I think it's fair that I just give it from Dave's perspective. A lot of white people have been saying a lot of things recently, so I just kind of figured I would just put it up on the screen for everybody to see it and talk about it. All right. So once again, Quan, we're going to do that again tonight. All right. So salute to everyone, and I'm going to see everyone tomorrow night on Mic Check 1 2 1 2. We got a couple of submissions in, and tomorrow night, Shane is going to snatch the Brio and make his way around the room. We got an extension on the Brio cord, so make his way around the room, and I'm going to go over and we're going to talk from the aspect of a producer. We're going to look through the producer's lens tomorrow on Mic Check 1 2 1 2. We got a couple of submissions that we're going to play, but we're going to look through the producer's lens. All right. So peace to everyone joining the chat room here on YouTube. Of course, if y'all over here on IG want to come on over to YouTube, y'all can do that. All right. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure you share. All right, the Afro Chick 69. Peace. What's good with you, sis? All right. Of course, the new book is coming out. Kwanzaa. All right. That's the date I got it slated for. It's coming out Kwanzaa. So the new book, Get the Green, Black, and Red in, is coming. Hey, it might kick up some dust. It may not, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on that one. All right. All right. So if you support independent black media, you can do so by hitting the Cash App at $ Professor Griff. Listen, family. We put the dollars to work here. We made it to the point where we can get the videos shot. We can get some editing done, kind of editing, not an editing suite, but we're making it happen with what we do have, and we can make it happen. All right. Thanks to the dedicated people at, In Sirus Mindz. All right. I really appreciate that. Jagged Edge 76. What's good with you? All right. All right, cool. Hadia Michelle Jenkins, how you feel? All right, so if you want to donate anything, $2, Captain Crunch coupon, food stamp, Frosted Flake, Pop Box. I could save a few of them and send them in and get something. Captain Crunch, baseball cards, Little Rascals trading card, whatever you got, I'm good. I'm good. So we did the show last night and we talked about a Warrior's Tapestry. Thanks to everyone that got off the platform, Sirius Mindz show last night and went and ordered the book. Thank y'all very much. All right. Thank you very much for ordering the book. And you can order the book at ProfessorGriff.me, www.ProfessorGriff.me. All right. All right. Cool. In the meantime and in between time, my phone number is 678-557-2919. All right. If you would like to participate in an alternative black studies course, you can do that by going to Sirius Mindz Institute. Sirius Mindz Institute. Can you put that on the screen? Quan, Sirius Mindz Institute.com. SiriousMindZinstitute.com. All right. Someone said, Brother Griff, I'm going to be ringing your communicator when you get off the air to speak with you on something personal. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Yes, Larry. I'm going to talk to Shane about that tonight, the playback for the class. Remember I said it's all over the place? So I'm going to show y'all what Zoom did, and we got to piece it together and put it together. Yeah, it's ugly, but we're going to make it happen. All right, so we're going to look at that tonight. And I definitely need to speak with you, Mr. John Trey, if you get a minute tonight. All right, SiriousMindZinstitute.com. Thank you, Quan. Really appreciate that. All right, so tonight's subject, we're going to be talking about American culture. But warning, for those that are easily offended, do not wear your sensitivity on your sleeve tonight. All right? Where can you get this hoodie? Shit. I don't know. I didn't even know this hoodie was that damn fly. All right. I swear on mine, if my people cry, black people die while the president lies. See the devil listen to his lying ass, building walls in the tweets with his orange ass. I'm taking names, real talk, claim this flame. Black sheets the streets, black next to hang, grabbing crotch and porn chicks. Putin's side bitch, reparation, Russia investigation. Dude is fire. Here goes the go boom and pow. When we shut them down, shut them down. All right, so I guess the hoodie is fly, but I don't even know where the fuck I got this hoodie from. I don't even know. I don't know. Somewhere online. Yeah, the material feels nice, man. I don't know. But yeah, I did the video on this, as a matter of fact. Information video. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so let's get to the subject. So let's dive into this, and hopefully when we come back, we can kind of talk about hoodies and all the rest of that stuff. Support independent black media wherever you find independent black media. All right. You can start with here, like Mark Michelle and Johnny Taylor did with their donations. Beautiful thing. Let's make it happen. All right. Anyway, thank y'all very much for supporting the video. It's up to 36,000 in just a week. Thank y'all very much. Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen. Let's dive into this. If you're on IG and you get lost, peace, big wink. If you get lost in the conversation, we're over here on YouTube, and I'm actually going over a document that I'm going to show on another screen. So y'all come on over here, except Shane might be able to bring y'all in. I'm not sure. So I'm going to let Shane keep this. I'm gonna turn the screen around. I'm going to give the iPad to him so y'all can see what's going on. All right, here you go. Anyway, in the meantime, between time, however you want to do it, Shane, you can sit there, stand there, but however you need to put it on here. I don't know, it's up to you, bro. I'm gonna give you the stand. Anyway, let me do this. All right, so fam, I was having a discussion like I always do with Soleil early in the morning, and this is something that came up, and we just said, okay. So we had a deep discussion about it. Damn, we was like, man, we got to get the hell up out of the bed discussing this stuff. We got things to do. But it was very interesting, so much so that I saved it, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So here we go. It's a gentleman by the name of Dave Rogers. Y'all can look him up on Facebook. Dave Rogers. And he says, can anyone provide a reasonable explanation why the song WAP by Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion is the number one song in the U.S.? Now, I have a personal issue with Shane Shakur with this because I tried to say to him all the time, I'm going to show you up the other screen in a minute. What does these charts actually mean? What do the charts actually mean? Who controls the charts? So I want to be able to break all of that down while we look at what this gentleman wrote. And the beautiful thing about doing it this way, because you're hearing it from Dave. You see Dave? Dave do not look like you. Yeah. So we're going to show y'all Dave. We're going to show y'all the article. All right, so this is it. Hold on for a second. Hold on. I'm losing the control over my mouse. Anyway, let's bring it back down. Hold on. Mouse acting funny. Hold on, let me get control of my mouse again, family. Hold on. I ain't know them people can remotely control your mouse. God damn. Anyway, can anyone provide a reasonable explanation? All right, don't pay no attention to me. Look at the screen, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing over here. Can anyone provide a reasonable explanation why the song WAP by Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion is the number one song in the U.S.? All right, for those unfamiliar with this tune, WAP is short for Wet Ass, P-U-S-S-Y. Now, I have to confess that I quit listening to contemporary pop music over a decade ago. And stop right there. I got a question to ask Dave. What the fuck is your ass doing listening to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion any your goddamn way? What brought you to the hood? What brought you to the virtual digital hood any old way? What brought you to this song? What was you looking for late at night, 3:30 in the morning with the jar of Vaseline? The fuck? And a fucking Charmin's paper towel. What was you doing, dude? That's just a question I'm asking Dave. But anyway, but is this what music has descended and devolved into? Singing about fluidity of your genitals. There's a whole bunch of country music, white rock music, and a whole bunch of other shit that you can listen to, Dave. You do not have to listen to Cardi B. Now, I'm not saying this in defense of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. I'm saying this in defense of black people, period. Why the fuck is everybody always over in our backyard looking at what the fuck we do? If this music is so degrading and so devaluing and descending and devolved into whatever the fuck it is, why the fuck you over here? Is it an agenda? Is it for them to come over and always keep an eye on what we're doing? Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B is not planning a fucking revolution with wet ass pussy. So you don't need to be over here with your magnifying glass, listening, put the fucking cup against the wall, listening to what the fuck we doing, bro. Trust me, you don't need to do that. They're not planning a revolution. Not a revolution of the crotch, or whether it's shaved, chapped, wet, whatever the fuck it is, yeast or whatever the fuck. Trust me, they're not planning a fucking revolution, so you don't need to be over here snooping around and shit. Culture vultures. We'll get to that in a second. Now, if we were in a court of law, but we're not, we're in a public court of law, a digital public court of law, I would use this song and accompanying the video as Exhibit A to clearly demonstrate the dumbing down of American culture, and that's what I want to talk to y'all tonight. Can you turn that this way so I can say something too? Just turn it this way. You could have turned the whole thing, would have been easier. So, IG, American culture. I can't see what's on the screen, but what is American culture? You could go back here. What is American culture? What is American culture? Is this Professor Griff? I can't keep up with all his channels. I don't have a lot of channels. This has been my channel, so what are you talking about? John Smith? That's a basic ass fucking name. John Smith. We need another album. I just put out an album, John Smith. I just put the album out, what, 3-4 months ago? If that? What is American culture? I'm still waiting on an answer. I can't see your IG, but hold on for a second. I want to know what American culture is. If my mouse is working, oh, it's working a little. All right, I'm going to try to move it slow. All right. Can you believe this song has already spent 3 weeks on the top Billboard's Hot 100 charts? What is Billboard magazine and who controls Billboard? Who controls Billboard magazine? American culture is slavery, lynching, baseball, apple pie, killing niggas. What else? White supremacy. What else? I'm reading now. American culture is depravity. What else is American culture? At the end of this post, I'll include the lyrics and the link to the video. But before we descend to the depth of depravity, let's take a look at the #1 song this week, going back 5 years at this time, just to give you an idea of what once was compared to what it should be and, pardon me, never be. So they're comparing Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B's song WAP to what was on the charts 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. All right. We're talking about the same people that did not even allow black people to even put out music. You're talking about the same people that shut down radio stations because they would never play black music. And then when they did, they only played black music late at night, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Even when artists came out with hit songs, they were never allowed to put their face on the cover of their own songs, but only when white people took their songs, remade their songs, they was able to put their white faces on black cover tunes to make them songs become popular. Thievery, culture vultures, culture bandits. And they got the nerve to judge Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion by what standard? White people. American culture is washed up since the thinking in the form of theory of the thought process we believe the way about. Yeah, okay, that's too motherfucking complicated. What is American culture? We could sum it up by a few adjectives. What is American culture? So these are the #1 songs during this week in time from 1965 to present. 1965, Eve of Destruction by Barry Maguire. Who Who the fuck remembers this song? And what was happening in 1965? What was going on in 1965? The assassination of Malcolm X. What else was going on in 1965? Revolution. Riots in the streets. All right? In the turbulent 60s, Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. In the turbulent 60s, we had Vietnam. In the turbulent 60s, what happened? Come on. Patrice Lumumba. Talk to me, family. In 1970, Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Diana Ross. I remember that. Ain't no mountain high enough. I remember that. That was dope. I was 10 years old. All right. In 1975, Fame by David Bowie. I remember that. I remember that. 1980, Upside Down by Diana Ross. Y'all remember that because Puffy sampled it. All right. 1985, Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. Okay, I was in the rock then. I do have to admit, I do remember that song. All right, 1990, Release Me by Wilson Phillips, the country white art. I remember that too. All right, I know I'm dating myself.
Next one.
Hold on for a second. Right, Derrick Rose said Fred Hampton was murdered. The crack pandemic. All right, now that was 80s. You 20 years too damn soon. That was the 80s. All right, 1995, Gangsta Paradise by Coolio, featuring LV. 2000, any goddamn music by Madonna, because she was ruling at that time. 05, Gold Digger, Kanye West featuring Jamie Foxx. 2010, Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. 2015, What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber. And then 2020, at top of the Billboard charts, WAP by Cardi B featuring Meg Thee Stallion. Now, you can look at any of them damn songs on that chart from 2015, 2010, 05, 2005 in 5-year increments. All of them songs primarily is either talking about getting with somebody or sex. Shit, look at the whole list. Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Beautiful by Diana Ross. But I'm saying, in this culture, you can look at any of them songs and say, okay. So, warning for those that are easily offended, some of these things may offend the average person listening. I don't mean to be offensive, but some of this stuff may be offensive. Now, these are the lyrics to Cardi B's song. I'm not going to read the lyrics. Y'all already heard the song. All right. But there's some things in there that's kind of critical that, yeah. So the dumbing down of American culture. Let's stop right there. So Cardi B in America and Meg Thee Stallion dumbed down America's culture? Hell no. I could go back 20, 30 years and tell you what dumbed down American culture. What is American culture though? How was America established and built? What was America built on? What was America built on? America made obscenity popular. Thank you very much, Marlon Dickey. Marlon Dickey said America made obscenity popular. America was built on bloodshed, lies, deceit, racism, stolen land. Tammy said stolen land. Racist. Derek Bailey said racism. Theft. I think they got that song wrong. That's not Diana Ross. Ain't no nothing high.
Oh, that's not her?
That's Marvin Gaye and Keep Me From Getting To You, baby. Tammy Terrell. Yeah, that wasn't Marvin Gaye. Queen Jet Black said it was built on porn. So no, You're not going to talk about the dumbing down and accuse black people, whether it's Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, or whomever else. Luke from the 2 Live crew, Too Short, or whoever. Nah, we're not going for that. So, there were some people that actually responded to Dave. Hey, Dave, babe, dude. Fuck. Let's see who responded to Dave. Freaking Dave, babe. All right. Let's go back. Let's see some more damn comments. Blah 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 blah. 40 more comments. Let's open them all up. Few 18 more replies. Tanya Johnston replied. Miss Soleil. Miss Soleil said J. Lot Ruffles. Is it white music executives who push, promote, and profit most from making sure this kind of garbage is the most heard and seen and greatly rewarded? So ask yourself why. Why? It is white people that benefit. You think Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B is getting barrelfuls of money from this? It's white record executives and selling ad space and the rest of this that's benefiting from keeping the low vibrational music in your face and in your ear and in your children's ear. They have to answer for. It says, and then talk about what they have to answer for. All right, so I guess Soleil is responding to this Johnny character. Talking about this trash, Dave, is an entire genre of underground music. Disgusting doesn't even begin to cover it. I'll tell you while we're on the race discussion, black people have a lot to answer for as far as I'm concerned, as far as how they dumb down and degrade our culture. What culture? Do black people dumb down and degrade white people's culture? What goddamn culture? I'm curious. Help me out, y'all. I'm throwing a lifeline out there. I need y'all. I need to pull something in. Help me out. Degrade our culture in the last 25 years. I don't buy any of this bullshit that rap is real. If your music is degrading people, encouraging drug selling drugs, the use and crime is not real. It's trash. Don't get me started with every generation's old people disgusted by young people's music. This is way beyond Buddy Holly or Elvis. Fuck Buddy Holly and fuck Elvis. Goddamn culture ban is thieves. If it wasn't for black people and black music, there would be no Buddy Holly and there would be no Elvis. And I'm going to say that again. Was not for black people, Buddy Holly, Elvis. Sorry, go do the history of country. Go do the history of punk. Go do the history of rock. This is filth on a level that is degrading and useless other than to exploit their own communities for wealth. So, Soleil responded. It is white music executives who push, promote, and profit most from making sure this kind of garbage is the most heard and seen and greatly rewarded. So ask yourself why, and then talk about what they have to answer for. What do we have to answer for? This is the bastard language called English. For years and years and years and years and years, white people wouldn't even allow us to make music. Only time they allowed us to play music is when we had to entertain them. So don't come at me with this bullshit about how disgusting and we're bringing down American culture. What aspect of American culture? It's white people that promote the Cardi B's and the Meg Thee Stallions. It's white people that benefit and promote wet ass pussy. Well, not necessarily wet ass pussy, but I'm saying the song. Black people have been dehumanized, brutalized, oppressed, hypersexualized, and fetishized for centuries. And now you see the result of the sickness that white savagery against black people has created. It is horrible. Yes, it is degrading. And yes, there will be a price to pay in a universal court of law by the universal law called karma. Karma is a bitch, and everybody's gonna have to pay, because what goes around comes around. You got a karmic debt to pay. I got a karmic debt to pay. You got a karmic debt to pay. And white America got a karmic debt to pay. So start paying the white folks, because y'all the ones that promote this bullshit. When any conscious group gets together and come, now listen, this song is out at the same time. Public Enemy released a new song. Me and Soleil released a new song. There's several groups out there that release positive songs out there. But no, Billboard won't recognize them. But this gets recognized. You sow shall you also reap. Dictates, but be clear that all of the white hands behind have been more in opinion to pay and atone for. In my opinion, you have to atone for. Where's all the white hands that's dripping with money, with blood dripping from the hands that benefit from supporting the Meg Thee Stallions and the Cardi B's? Come on now. See, what they want to do is bypass the whole idea of you being a responsible parent, because they want this whole idea of wet ass pussy to reach the ears, all right, and the spirit of your young people to make to pervert their minds at a young age, and to desensitize them and sensitize them to desensitize them, pardon me, and sexualize them at a young age. And this is what's going on right now as we speak. You take mostly broke, lost, young black people with little opportunity who have been stripped of their own cultural identity and suffered genetically the trauma of centuries of brutality and injustice enacted upon them, our people, and then reward them greatly financially for displaying the lowest vibrational aspect of the culture, as Black Dot teaches, that was created as a result of the brutality enacted upon them. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing says, we're the only people on the entire planet who've been taught to sing and praise our own demeanment, calling ourselves bitches and hoes and dogs and gangsters and etc. She went on to say, if you can train the people to demean and degrade themselves, you can oppress them forever. You can even program them to kill themselves, and they won't even understand what is happening. So this, my friend, is what we're dealing with, which much deeper than filth exploiting their own communities for wealth. As you put it, I suggest watching the documentary series by Speech from Arrested Development called The Nigger Factory. All right, to get a better perspective on how this came to be. Peace. So Johnny fired back. I won't argue with much of what you have to say, but at the same point, the black community has to take responsibility. To a degree, yes, black people have to take responsibility. But white people don't take any responsibility. So this dude, Johnny, decides to go into the same old white rhetoric. Well, black people kill black people every day and blah, 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 blah. You know the same bullshit white people run down. Let me stop. Soleil dealt with it. I won't argue with much of what you have to say, but at some point, the black community has to take responsibility. And responsibility, ma'am, is not worrying about situations that happen once in a while with black criminals being shot by police. Black criminals. Philando Castile was a black criminal being shot by police every once in a while. You see the nerve of these crackers, man. Every once in a while. You see, this is the slick talk that they have with one another, because they didn't think that me and Soleil would be over here checking out what the conversation that they was having with one another. So every once in a while, a black criminal gets shot down by police and the black community's up in an uproar. No, all the fucking time. And we got the stats to prove that. Arrogant, pompous, jackass crackers. Responsibility is taking action in their inner cities where blacks are killing blacks at a much faster rate than other people are killing other people in this country. Where was the last time they put the stats on white crime? The news focuses in on pushing this in our faces every single night. Black people shot over here. This black person wanted, this suspect wanted for shooting up a club. This suspect, black, wanted for shooting this individual. 7 people killed in Chicago this weekend, black on black, and they push it, as though white people are not killing one another. Every day. Thank you, Kenneth. Every day. Every single day. Kenneth told me to pull out the calendar. Every single day, Kenneth. Every single day. Kenneth said, go get the calendar. Every single day, y'all. A history of racial injustice. Every single day. We can show every day brutal white beasts, police officers in blue uniforms killing our people every damn day. So don't tell me every once in a while, cracker. Every goddamn day. Just because it ain't on the news. Wait, didn't I tell y'all before? Wait, what the fuck y'all think World War I and World War II? That's a white on white crime. The Civil War was white on white crime. So stop playing with me. Every day. Every single day they're killing us in every way imaginable. Get Ginsburg's book, 100 Years of Lynching. So don't tell me every once in a while. And black people are killing black people. People kill where they live. People kill in close proximity of where they live. White people are killing white people where they live. And frankly, if black people stood up, they could get progress. If black people stood up, if black people stood if black people stood up, wow. Because the reason those high crime areas exist is because of the white justice system, which is based on money, and those black criminals have money to go right back out on the street. Stop that. White people created these areas, so Soleil fired back at them. She says, and by the way, he says, by the way, Tanya, you're a beautiful, beautiful, talented human being. I looked at your timeline. Well, I'm sure if you did, cracker, you saw Professor Griff, so don't get funky. Anyway, so I'm sure you know who Gil Scott-Heron is. Back up. He said, if we would stand up, black people could get progress. And then you're going to quote Gil Scott-Heron? What the fuck do you think Gil Scott-Heron was talking about? Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution will not be televised. So what the fuck do you think he was talking about? Simple-minded motherfuckers work my nerves. What do you think you're going to quote Gil Scott-Heron? Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will be live. So I'm saying in 2020, the revolution will not be digitized. So Tanya said, I indeed know who the great Gil Scott-Heron is. And he spoke truth. What I say to you is we cannot pretend like white hands behind the scenes making the decisions with all of the power are not to blame as well. There is a lot of blame to go around. Hold on. and much further back than what we all can see right now. This goes way beyond Gil Scott-Heron. This goes way beyond that. This goes back to the point where when we did do something, Black Wall Street, when we did do something, Wilmington, when we did do something, all the other small black pockets in America where we built and create our own city, Harlem Renaissance, and I can name a few other places. No, what did white people do? Burn it down. What did black white people do? Assassinate us. When those leaders rose among us like Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you murdered them. So Soleil went on to say, there's a lot of blame to go around, and it goes much further back than what we are seeing now. It is not just these young black artists who will have to pay and atone. They were created by who? Ooh, good question. Again, this is Johnny. I totally agree. But the big problem is black killing black. That's the big problem. So you're going to blame everything on black people killing black people. Nope. The problem is white people killing everybody else. Black on everybody else crime. White people killing everybody else crime. Not black on black, white on everybody else. White people killing everybody else. Because money drives everything. Let me be clear when I say the problem is black people killing black. I'm not excusing that's a result of white man. At the same point, you have to do something about the problem and quit looking backwards. Well, we did do something about the problem. All right? Black people kill black people. Black criminals go to jail. And they be giving out fucking basketball numbers, man. White people don't go to jail.
Remember that case with the lady who her daughter, I guess, was she was faking like she had a scholarship.
Yeah.
That whole thing. She picking what jail she got to go to. She's picking
wow. Black criminals being shot is still a result of a deeper issue. And yes, there's lots of work that needs to be done in the black community, but this is not about either. This is not about either or. It's about both and. Black people need to do our own work. White people don't need to tell us how to do our work, and the system you benefit from that created the circumstances needs to be dismantled. White people created the situation where black people are killing black people. White people made the projects. White people made the hood. White people made this situation where we kill one another. Tanya Johnson again. I agree. Black criminals being shot as a result of a deeper issue. But would you not agree that the number is so minor you compare to the hundreds of people that will die this week at the hands of other black people? Died this week at the... Family, can I say this? How many white people y'all think right now are killing white people and have killed this weekend? What the fuck do y'all think the CIA is doing? Come on, talk to me. On a global scale, how many white people you think are killing white people? And even in America, that they just don't report white people killing white people. Thank you, the Kerner Commission. Yeah, we can review the Kerner Commission and its results. White people are killing white people. See, but what this Johnny character is doing is rehashing and going over the same old white talking points. So when black people kill black people, how come we're not rioting in the street? And how come we're not? Because we don't get permits to riot in the street. You don't give us a permit to do that. You don't give us a permit to come together so we can discuss our issues. Because every time we come together to discuss our issues, you put an agent in there among us to bust up the party. You don't give us the permit. So I guess Johnny is blaming black on black crime that produce what? Wet ass pussy. It is indeed going on. I am a part of a very large community of black people who focus on the upliftment of the black community, the dismantling of the systems of oppression, teaching black people their history and who they are, and speaking out against the ills in the community, and creating music that is a reflection of the genius of black people. Now, this is Soleil talking. There's plenty of outrage in the black community about violence in our community. Actual violence as well as the violence in music. But you only see what white-controlled media allows you to see. You only see what white-controlled media allows you to see, white people. I'm going to say this again. While you're sitting in your white, comfortable homes in suburbia, you only see what the white-controlled media allow you to see. And in addition, anytime a group or persons rise up to do the work you are speaking of, they neutralize, discredit, or kill them. Thank you. Anytime one from among us rise up with the wherewithal to solve our issues and come up with viable solutions in the hood, white people kill them. And then assholes like this Johnny character comes along and spews and spouts the same old white rhetoric. In addition, anytime the group of persons rise up to do the work, and they neutralize, discredit, or kill them. There is a reason you only see what you allow to see, Johnny. Why do you think or you don't see it? Who controls the media? The media. Media, MEDIA, multi-ethnic destruction in America, or white. Or white, or maniac European devils in action. Hold on for a second. No, I got you. We're gonna get to all of the people that made the comments. Why do you only who controls the media? Who benefits most from violence in the black community? Black people or white people? So we have a few more other people that's commenting in between this conversation that's going on. All right. Yeah, Johnny. We got you. Blah, 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 blah. Right. What a fucking joke. As long as you spew it casually, some other people will spew it casually too. So basically, they put the word nigger among us, reduce us down, call us niggas, put this word on us. All right. So much so we weren't allowed to call anyone or anybody else a nigger other than ourselves. All right. Wasn't able to come up with names for these other people, although we did. All right. But when we start referring to one another as queens and kings and gods and Prince this and Queen Latifah that and Prince Akeem that and Fresh Prince that, oh, they didn't go for that. Nope. When the 5% nation of gods and earth came along and said, peace, God, peace, goddess, they didn't go for that. All right. They can't expect to get it right back in their face by some people. So I guess you can beat on your wife, and I see you beating on your wife, so that gives me permission to come beat on your wife. You call your wife a bitch all day long, but that gives me the permission to call your wife a... No, hell no. Hell no. You stole our language from us, Johnny. We took the term nigger as a term of endearment We took its power away. And so when white people hear us using the term, they feel, but because we use it with one another, they can come along and use it. I wouldn't suggest that. I would not suggest that. Tanya Johnston says, Johnny, 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 Johnny. White savagery created this America. Pardon me. White savagery created this. America was built on savagery, rape, murder, brutality, perversion, and oppression. What you see is a result. Take those fingers of yours pointing in judgment with that you point them in judgment with, and point them back at the white ancestors who created the term nigger in the first goddamn place. Well, that was me adding on to what she said, but the current system who ensures and remains at the white executives who push and promote the poison. Everyone who has a hand in the creation of the poison will have to atone for it, including the white executives who profit most from the promotion of this particular garbage. Tanya Johnson, honey, I don't know if you read what I wrote, but I agree with everything you just said. But you know, at the same point, the black community has to stand up and say, what do we do to stop this? The problem is not rap music. The problem is blacks or killing blacks and the appalling rate in this country. So you back to that, Johnny. Johnny, I'm not going to read too much more of this. Johnny, let me say this to you. The problem is racism, white supremacy. Under the umbrella of racism, white supremacy, all right, are the 9 areas of people activity: entertainment, education, economics, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war, for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival. In order for you to survive as a white man, Johnny, white hands that are hidden hands have to push this filth and keep black people killing black people in the hood. Stop that, Johnny. So Johnny says the great Gil Scott-Heron, who all these rappers consider the godfather of rap, wasn't a fan. Kanye West himself flew in and did his eulogy, yet Gil wanted nothing to do with it. What did y'all do to Gil Scott-Heron, Johnny? Can y'all pause for a minute? Look up how Gil Scott-Heron died. What did y'all do to Gil Scott-Heron? We just didn't have a whole lot of time, Johnny, to deal with every issue. Disease and drugs. We saw Gil Scott-Heron deteriorating. Where did the drugs come from, Johnny? White people. Who set up the projects? White people. Who began this whole idea of calling us niggas? White people. And the conversation went on and on and on and on. See, it feels good for white people like Johnny to constantly blame everything on black crime. It makes them sleep good at night. Can you imagine if all of us start referring to one another as gods and goddesses? No, white people would come in and shut that down, bro. Like, what are y'all doing hugging one another and saying you love one another and kissing one another and really respecting one another, and no black people are killing any black people? Wow. But you hinder Minister Farrakhan. You hinder all of the black organizations, all right, that want to teach black people self-respect, self-reliance. All right. Every black person that came along to try to do anything for black people, y'all hinder them, but you blame it on WAP, wet ass pussy, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. You blame them on the dumbing down of American culture. No, Johnny, white ass American culture is violent, rape, theft, thievery, stealing, murder. Not only the Native Americans, but black people and everyone else on the planet. Everywhere you went, everywhere your poison ass hand went, you murdered the people and stole the natural resources. So stop the blood clot crying. Sad part about it, or the good thing about it, now we're waking up. And they can't stand it. They can't take the fact. Turn that back on for me. They can't stand the fact that we're waking up. All right? All right. If we learn how to kill one another, did you study Bobby E. Wright's work? We learned how to kill one another from white people. I could take you back to African history and I could show you. We didn't kill one another like we kill one another today. We learned that from white people. So some people say, oh, you're so harsh. Why did you, I mean, my God, why can't we just get along? Let's fucking get along. Come on, Griff. Guys, come on, bring it in. Come on. So that's how you gonna do this, Johnny? No. Nope. We're not. No. We're gonna put it right back on the, listen, study Bobby E. Wright's work. Hold on, I can tell you if I had one. I probably don't. No, I have it upstairs because I was studying it last night. Bobby E. Wright said, and this is a quote. This is not me. This is Bobby E. Wright. Bobby E. Wright says, black people kill black people because we haven't been taught to kill white people. I'm going to say that again. Y'all didn't hear what I said. You see, we haven't been taught to kill white people. We've been taught to kill ourselves. Bobby E. Wright, Dr. Bobby E. Wright says, we've been taught to kill ourselves. We haven't been taught to kill them. So warning, if you're easily offended, I warned you. So fucking what? This is American culture. And now we take in the mirror and we hold it up to America. It says, this is how violent you are. See how black people killing black people? You taught us to do this to one another. What the? Was that a goddamn banana that just walked? What the hell? What the heck? A damn Chiquita banana just walked by. Okay, did I just see? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, why y'all laughing, man? Did a damn banana just walk by and back of me? Yo. Anyway, yeah, but anyway, I don't know what's going on over here. Need to know. A banana just walked by, bro. Anyway, so yeah, American culture. Yeah, that's American culture. So make America great again? Nah, I think not. No. Yeah, I don't know about the banana, man. I don't know what that was. It's a whole damn banana. Yeah. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate y'all, man. This wasn't Professor Griff getting something off his chest because this conversation happened several days ago. So, all right. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, bro, I don't even know. Sometimes you gotta just smile at the damn banana. I know, man. Bananas in pajamas. I know. I thank y'all very much. Love y'all to life, man. It's Professor Griff. Support independent black media. And yeah, support bananas, I guess. What the hell? I don't know. All right, I gotta go, man. All right. Yeah, just yeah. Whew. This has been brought to you by, of course, y'all already know.
See, like, you got brother Professor Griff. Brother Professor, you still here? You got brother Professor Griff here, right? Who was a part of Public Enemy. Let me get a brother. Give a brother a hand. Let's go. Yeah. This brother used to call and ask for the tapes and the information. The brothers would sit up and listen and learn about the information going on in a worldwide situation. And when brothers started going out, he was the minister of information. It was his role to articulate the impressions that the group was making on the youth. And when brother went out, started talking very clearly about the diamond people and Switzerland. Brother, tell me about being banned in Switzerland. And then the group member saying, brother, you got to tone down. Brother, you got to tone down. And brother, you got to tone down. And really, man, brother, you got to shut the fuck up so we can get paid.
With his orange ass, I'm taking names, real talk, playing his games, white sheets, peace, black necks to hang, grabbing crops, shit, porn chicks, Putin side bitch, reparation, Russia investigation, do this foul, here goes the sound, Trump's tower goes boom, pow, when we settle down, we settle down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These motherfuckers done lost their minds. Earth bleeds and mothers crying. Needless brothers dying. They need genetic survival. Murder they justifying. Maniacal pattern denying. Psychogenetic compliance. Further agendas and white supremacist alliance. We throw a fist in defiance and yell a mama in triumph and seek ancestral guidance. And here I'm speaking the silence. Child, ain't no retreating for defenders of life. I wield the flame in my left hand, the sword in my right. Offer a forceful response for this material plight. And be empowered with wisdom, cause it's a spiritual fight. This ain't no campfire song, there'll be no damage control. Ain't come to lull you to sleep, we're here igniting your soul. You better rise or be drowned, or let the silence abound. Strange fruit, blood at the root, and blood on the ground, so shut them down. Killing blacks in the neighborhood, let you blow and gas, show some blood, still the blind, get the dumb. All for your soul, trauma at the polls, can't say your ass wasn't warm and told. Speaking truth to power, toppled ivory tower, recompense, burn it all while the cowards they cower. Lioness, set neck, here to seek and devour, dressed in the color of blood, I'm here to balance the power. I like Jordans, but wait a minute, the hood is starving, yo, so put some knowledge in it. Black bodies for soul, reparations are old, pay it now, or else we gotta shut them down, so shut them down, shut them down.
Us we 8 plus 3, 2 then 7. Shri Mati, Kali, UYT, Mutmawu, Shri Chandi, Peace Queen, Heaven in the Green, Serpentine back to spiraling, Peace King back to roaming, Love King.
All right, family. I gotta get ready to get out of here. All right. Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. So tomorrow night we're doing mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 through the lens of the producer. All right. So if you know any producers, tell them to tune in tomorrow night. We're gonna get it in. All right. All right. Shabaka the Rebel, what's good with you, man? All right. All right, Quan, Alex, Derek Rose, King of the Gutter Land, Black Ace, what's good with you, bro? All right. Black Prince, Brother Rick, you need to know, Johnny Taylor 12. Too many of y'all. All right. All right. Peace, family. I'm out. All right, Aisha Ra, what's good with you? Peace. Oh, you say it's on mute. Check 1. I was talking to these people over here on. All right, I gotta get out of here. Peace, y'all. Love y'all to life, man. All right, Tito, D-Val, VC, Derek Bailey, Need to Know, Aisha Ra, 12, Johnny Taylor, Derek Bailey, Quan, peace. All right, Johnny Taylor in the building, doing the damn thing. All right. All right, Carlos Muhammad, peace. What's good, bro? Assalamu alaikum. Tito, Derek Rose, Mr. M. Wade. I gotta go. Peace.